Prince Andrew's link to Jeffrey Epstein first appeared in the early 2000s. They met through shared social circles and mutual acquaintances. Source: BBC Timeline 2019. At that time, Epstein was a wealthy financier, later convicted in 2008 on state charges of soliciting a minor. Source: Palm Beach Court Record 2008. After his conviction, reports say Prince Andrew ended contact, but in 2010, the two were seen together again in New York. Buckingham Palace later confirmed that meeting took place and stated the prince regretted it. Source: BBC Interview 2019. That meeting became a major focus once Epstein was again arrested in 2019 on federal trafficking charges. Source: SDNY Indictment 2019. It reignited public attention and raised broader questions about power, friendship, and accountability within Epstein's social network. In 2021, Virginia Giuffre, a publicly identified accuser in Epstein-related cases, filed a civil lawsuit against Prince Andrew in the Southern District of New York. Source: Giuffre versus Prince Andrew, SDNY 2021. She alleged that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell trafficked her and that Prince Andrew engaged in sexual acts while she was underage. The prince has consistently denied all allegations, saying he has no recollection of meeting her and that the claims are untrue. Source: Court Response, SDNY 2022. In early 2022, following a judge's decision to allow the case to move into discovery, Buckingham Palace announced that Prince Andrew would step back from official duties and defend the case as a private citizen. Source: Palace Statement, Jan 2022. A few weeks later, both sides reached a settlement. Court filings show the case was voluntarily dismissed after an agreement was reached. No damages or admissions were determined by a court. Source: Notice of Dismissal, February 2022. Public statements from Giuffre's legal team said a charitable donation was included as part of that resolution. Source: Reuters Report 2022. Since then, there have been no criminal charges or active legal proceedings against Prince Andrew in either the United Kingdom or the United States. After the settlement, official sources confirmed that Prince Andrew would not perform future public royal duties. Source: BBC News 2022. He has since made only limited appearances at family or ceremonial events and remains outside day-to-day royal work. Source: AP 2023. In 2021, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted in U.S. federal court for crimes related to Epstein's trafficking network. Source: U.S. versus Maxwell 2021. Unsealed records from Maxwell's and Epstein's cases referenced social associations between Maxwell and Prince Andrew, but none produced evidence of criminal conduct by him. Source: US DOJ/court releases. Media fallout reached its peak with the 2019 BBC Night Show interview, where Prince Andrew defended his behavior and denied the accusations. Source: BBC Transcript 2019. Public response was overwhelmingly critical. Within days, he announced that he would withdraw from public life for the foreseeable future. The controversy surrounding Prince Andrew became symbolic of the wider Epstein scandal, highlighting the difficulty of separating personal relationships, wealth, and justice. Commentators stressed that the conclusion of a civil case does not equal a finding of guilt or innocence. It simply ends claims without trial. By 2023, official records show no new litigation connected to the prince. He remains a figure of public discussion because his case illustrates how allegations against powerful individuals are handled through civil law rather than criminal prosecution. For viewers, Prince Andrew's story offers a lesson in how legal records frame truth. Everything known about his involvement exists only through public documentation, court filings, official statements, and verified news sources. Where the record stops, responsible storytelling must stop as well. The broader legacy of the Epstein case and the attention drawn to its associates sparked new discussion about victim rights, transparency, and how wealth interacts with law enforcement. Source: Miami Herald Investigation 2018, Reuters Analysis 2022. For Prince Andrew, the settlement ended legal risk but not public scrutiny. His case remains part of the larger record that researchers and historians use to analyze how institutions respond under pressure. This chapter of Epstein Files shows how status, law, and media collide in modern accountability. From courtrooms to royal statements, the facts are limited to what is on the record, and that record matters far more than rumor. The story of Prince Andrew is not about verdicts, but about visibility, the moment when even the most powerful must face public scrutiny. If you found this episode informative, subscribe to the series and review the source links in the description for full public documents and court records.